Hi, and welcome back. I have an idea for a new series that I'm going to do, and this was actually inspired by one of my subscribers, BXGal347. I wrote your name down. I don't know what your username means, and I feel like a butt because I don't even know what your name is, so please tell me what your name is. Anyway, she has been asking me to kind of film like an eye of the day type of look because she really wants to use her shimmers and her colors and stuff, and so this is what I'm gonna do, all for you, because I know that you've asked me a few times. I'm not gonna do like tutorials because those take forever, not only to edit but to film, and I don't always have time for that, partly because my kids interrupt me 24/7, mainly whenever I'm trying to do my makeup. So I'm gonna make it a point to do an eye of the day like for like a week or so. It might not be 7 days. I don't wear makeup 7 days a week. I typically take one day off, and then if we're going to the water park or the amusement park, then I don't really wear makeup. So the days that I do wear makeup, I will try my hardest to get on here and tell you the colors that I used and like where my placement of them is, if that makes sense. I'm hoping that this is going to be like a quick few minute a day video. I haven't decided if I want to do this like all together grouped into one video or if I should do it daily. So if it's like a once a week video, which might actually be a little bit better, that way people don't get bored of it, I was gonna call this series oh my gosh, I totally forgot the name. I'm looking real pale too. What was I gonna call this? I had it in my head and then I forgot to write it down. Oh, I remember. What I'm wearing Wednesdays. Does that sound good? Once a week seems plenty, right? I think that's doable. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into it. This is gonna be kind of a prequel, I guess, to my future videos, future series. Okay. First off, don't mind this. I have been using the Vamp stamp for my wing, and I messed up earlier, and I just tried to, I haven't gone anywhere today. I tried to place some shadow on top of where I use my Bioderma to remove the original wing, and it didn't turn out very good, so we'll focus on this eye. So I do have really deep set eyes thanks to my dad. They're not really dry eyelids, but you'll see like I have some wrinkles. I'm 34 years old and I haven't always worn sunscreen and taken super great care of my skin until like 4 years ago. I always use two things before I do my eyeshadow. Right now I am using MAC's Prep and Prime. Right now I am using MAC's Prep and Prime Eye Base. This is just what I have right now for the moment. And Painterly Paint Pot by MAC. I have gone through 3 of these. This is my third little jar of this. I like this base because it covers up, I have like, what are those called? Blood veins that you can see on my eyelids. So I like to cover those. I just think it looks a little bit better. So those two are always a must, and I probably won't mention that again. I went in with MAC's Coral and my Wayne Goss number 18 brush. This one is, and I just put coral all in my crease and up on my brow bone like that. And then I went in with MAC's Sushi Flower. And then I went in with MAC's Sushi Flower, this really pretty pink shade that I am almost done with. And I used the same brush, and I put that a little bit more concentrated like in my actual crease area. Using China Rose and my MAC 239 eye brush, it's just a flat shader brush, I packed some of this shadow onto my eyelid. I do have to wet this shadow, and for that I do use MAC Fix Plus. I'm not going to apologize. I'm a very MAC heavy eyeshadow lover, product user. I love their makeup. So I'll pick some up on my brush, spritz it, and then I will place that on my lid where I want. And then I'll use a tiny bit of the China Rose and just blend it out a little bit. When I was done with China Rose, I took Sailor by ColourPop. This is just a glitter shadow. It kind of picks up whatever color you place underneath it, and you can use your finger or like a synthetic shader brush. I have the ColourPop one that I use, and I just place that on my lid, just in the center. For my lower lash line and my waterline, I am using Urban Decay's Twice Baked eyeliner, and I only bring the eyeliner in my outer like third of my lower lash line, and then on top of that I will use a little pencil brush, and I place Gilded from my Anastasia Tamanna Hills palette, and I put that all underneath, and then I went back into, I think it was Sushi Flower, and I smoked out with some of the pink on my lower lash line, and then just in the middle part, like underneath my iris, I went back in with China Rose just a little bit. My inner corner, I personally use this Makeup Forever Star Powder. This is in the shade, I don't know, but it's got an orange shift to it. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell in the tube. I really like these star powders. They're really pretty, and they kind of pick up on whatever color that you're placing it with. I really like this orange one with pink eyeshadows. And that's just in my inner corner. I mean, you don't have to use that particular thing, just any of your inner corner highlights that you like. And that's it. Also, I blend and blend and blend and blend once I have everything kind of placed. I will use a big fluffy blending brush and just go and go and go and go. Right now my brow bone color is always Max Brulee. That's what I'm trying to use up. It's just the shade that I like right now. But that's it. Oh, and then I put on my wing with the Vamp stamp and put some mascara on, and that was it. Yep. So I hope that helped. I have Boldly Bare lip liner by MAC, and then Desireable by Estee Lauder. Their Color Envy is what is on my lips, and my Gwen Stefani cheek palette is on my cheeks. Yep. So I hope you kind of like this intro. Once I get more used to doing these videos, like the individual day looks will be a lot simpler for me to tell you about them. Does that make sense? I hope so. So if that's what you had in mind, then I hope that helped at least a little bit. I will see you then every Wednesday for my What I'm Wearing Wednesdays. What I'm Wearing video series. Okay? Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Look down below for everything that I used on my eyeballs. I will list it all. Okay, bye.
I always use an eye base. Look, now I'm itchy. Stop. I can just like talk and talk because I'm like super ADD and just like all over the place. Alright, here we go. So, I always use